Expo. And let's see, support and compassion. It's all about support and compassion. I'm really excited to be able to have been a part of that. So many amazing people were there sharing their stories. Kawana, good morning. Our journey through infertility, travel, and harmony. Hello. Let's see, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. It's great to be here today. I'm back in Syracuse tomorrow. A lot of stuff happening at the Sarasota office. Construction looks great. Drywall is up. Finishes are going in, and we're so excited. Carrie, 522. Danielle, how are you doing? Sarah Taskey, hello. Amy, good morning. Mrs. Keybell, good morning to you. Another beautiful day. Vanessa, thank you for sharing the CNY Fertility member group. And everyone's part of the village and the tribe. Transfer and retrievals at the Atlanta location. We're not doing transfers and retrievals at Atlanta yet. I'm working on it. This COVID craziness and getting Sarasota done and then working on Atlanta is my next project. But we're working on lots of other projects. Most of all, good morning, Amber. Nick Knack, good morning. Make sure I get everyone. Kimmy Anabala. Good morning. Good morning. Coia. A pleasure. Lola meets Olive. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Console last Friday. We're here to get everyone moving through the system. And then it takes time and patience. We all need patience, and I need a lot more patience. T. Dukes, good morning. Steph, 2823. Sarah Taskey, hoping to work the Sarasota team. Dr. K2 Condrip, awesome, amazing, doing a great job. Our entire team, Jessica, Lisa, and I am not even mentioning everyone, and I apologize for that. There's so many. Yandra from LA, the kid from LA, Silver Lake, and Nicole, it was really great meeting you in Miami. So many great, the Dade Institute, Foundation, Cade Institute, where they're helping. If you apply, tell a great story. They're giving grants out. I got a chance to meet Laura Scroy and talk about her story. So you have to check her out. And we're going to be doing a live Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Excited about that. And also got a chance to meet with Marlene Dorsey. And another great story. We're learning everyone's stories. Remember, your story is so important to this whole journey. So get a journal, write it down, write a book, share it out, or just blog it. So critical. Sherry McDonald, good morning. And to everyone, remember, we're all bringing the prayers of connection together. And yes, we get angry, mad, sad, depressed, all of us, because we're human beings, and we're all attached, right? And this attachment in life is so important to all of us. Bev, good morning. Trying to get to everyone. Let's see, Elaine. The conference was great, an amazing. Michelle and all the other sponsors and setup of the South Florida Fertility Expo. We're going to see you there next year, but there are many expos going on around the community all over the globe, but we're going to be sharing them in ways that we can all communicate so amazingly. Queen Mary, good morning. From New York City. Tandris, good morning. Britt Jeffers, good morning. T. Dukes, South Carolina, wherever you're hailing from, we're all this one global family. And, this is frustrating and not easy, but it's not meant to be easy. And all of us are capable of hard. I've been working with Bella, Steak and Butter Gal. You have to check out her stuff. She's the carnivore queen. And but whether you're vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, or carnivorian, there's a keto way. The key to health and wellness is reduce inflammation. Tatiana, good morning. Yvette, morning. Puerto Rico, JMTC, and Dr. Verdiales from Puerto Rico. And remember, all of us together, we need to be putting the energy out there of love and faith and kindness and fertility, right? Fertility. Do I stop? Stay on the Cervital Ovarian Bloom, and then the molecular fertility supplements, stay on those. We're excited to be talking more about maybe DHEA as a supplement for diminished ovarian reserve. We'll talk more about that coming up. I need a good well, we all need a good diet, right? But I say diets are dead, and you have to check out Kiltz's keto lifestyle. That it's keto or carnivore, but this is amazing. These are the game changers, and I know it's not easy. It isn't, but life is not meant to be easy. And all of us are capable of hard, right? Anxiety, get through the preconception labs tomorrow, Monica. This is not easy in any way, but we as a tribe, and I'm now part of the steak and butter gal tribe, or the gang. I'm excited to be part of Bella's stuff, but wherever you're finding a connection, it's so important. Bev Mueller, Ken Berry, Dr. Chafee released an awesome video. They've got some really great stuff, and we're all doing this together, right? And remember, fertility is the foundation of all life, by the way. And we're just excited all to work together. But the more we bring the tribe of health and wellness and faith and fantastic, better and better and better. And do I have troubles? You bet I do. And I'm excited in so many ways that working with Dr. Gleicher and Ovatera and Theralogics and sharing more positive ways that we all work together, that we let go, right, of our anger, fear, worry, and fighting, right? But we get into the faithing. And that's what I'm learning. I've had my challenges. I'm stepping up in new ways to be better this day and every day. I send you a message on WhatsApp, not sure if if you send it to our Kiltz, Karen, our Kiltz at CNYfertility.com, but I try to get to all these applications, and it's hard to do, but we all have to be working together, because even though I work to get everything on this device, it doesn't always work. Let's see. Again, Jessica Coben, good morning. Syracuse, FED 55. And I'm there this coming week. And I think I'm there this weekend coming up. And I'm just, all of us, we're working together in the tribe. If there are issues that you're facing, email me, rkiltz at cnyfertility.com. I can look at them. We're always working to help and make things better, because that's critical for all of us in this life, right? Danielle, inositol seems to bring my blood sugar up way too high. You might try metformin or ovasitol through Theralogics. But ultimately, for me, Kiltz's keto way is the way. I mean, this is the craziness, right? And it's keto, carnivore, whichever it is. And I say one meal a day, and maybe you're eating too many complex carbs, by the way. Again, these ideas are very radical, but it changed my life personally. I used to have bowel bleeding, arthritis, psoriasis, kidney stones, and migraines, ADHD, OCD, dyslexia, and they're not all gone. But when I went keto, carnivore, one meal a day, game changer, that might help more than ever. And maybe don't measure these things so much, because I've always found if we're measuring everything, we're sort of maybe getting a little too neurotic. But some of these supplements, depends what's in them. Maybe they contain some sugar that's not so good for us, as you know, right? Let's see, donor retrieval May 6th. And by the way, if you have your own donors, you can even use other agency to bring egg donors and sperm donors and embryo donors. We will work with you and those centers all day long, because we need more donors, egg, sperm, embryo donors, and gestational carriers. That's critical, by the way. Rose Duan, AMH 10.99. Look at a higher AMH, like over 5, may indicate more polycystic ovarian syndrome, metabolic syndrome, prediabetes, or diabetes. And so you really have to watch that, in my opinion. I would say, again, And if you look at Maria Emmerich, you look at Judy Cho, you look at Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, Ken Berry, Dr. Chafee, Sean Baker. There's so many things. And if you go to drkiltz.com, you get a lot of great information to share with everyone out there. But we're revamping Kiltz's keto and adding the carnivore. But again, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or Mediterranean, or if you go to the carnivorian side, come on over, right? It is basically one meal a day is my best, right? And make it fatty meat, and that is the very, very best. Purple pink roses, God's child. Good morning. Let's see, Amanda Miljanovic. Good morning. Antihistamine protocol. So if you look at the family building guide, the new version is out. This is the old version. And you look at the I think it's on page 78 of the new one, but if you look at the immune protocols and all the everything's, the antihistamine, Claritin, Pepsid, Benadryl, I used to take those all the time. I've been off of them since I've been carnivore. It can help for sure. Plus the antimicrobial, which is Levaquin, Flagyl, Valtrex, and Diflucan, may be reasonable for at least 30 days, or the anti-endo. But, I'm a broken record on this one, right? And don't forget to check out Maria and Craig Emmerich, have great stuff. But Nina Tolchin, and I'm going to be doing a lot more interviews with all of these people. Let's see. Keto Savage and Crystal Savage. I'm excited to be talking with them. If you have anyone else that we want to be talking with, I'm excited. I'm going to be inviting Rhonda Byrne, The Secret. If you haven't listened or watched or read it, you have to do that, because it really is all about the secret. And the secret is simple. We're all the gods, by the way. Intralipids, I do think they help. And basically, if you're looking at my immune protocol 3 and 4, lipids, Lovenox, prednisone, Plaquenil, Prograf, Neupogen, HCG, PRP, and Neupogen washes. It's kind of what's the blanket approach. We don't like shotguns, by the way. Karen, let's see. I am a little crazy, by the way. ADHD, OCD, kicked out of school, couldn't read, in a gang in LA, father in jail. I got to tell you, my parents were amazing. I learned so much. All of us have problems. All of us have failures and faults and things that, we get yelled at or something, right? All of us, in one way or another, are here to learn on this journey. It's a learning journey. So if you're having troubles, you're in the right village, by the way. Let's see, Kayla, pregnant easily, but continue to have miscarriages, 8 weeks. What would you recommend? It's a chromosome abnormalities. It's inflammation. Inflammation is the cause of all disease, and it's caused by 5 basic things. And most of them are related to a high plant-based, low animal fat diet, right? Deadly. The optimal human nutritional solution. Again, listen to Dr. Chafee and Dr. Ken Berry. It's like, what's our instinctual ancient diet? It's fatty meat, right? Not lean meat, fatty meat. Keto is fatty, by the way. And I believe if you eliminate the plants, you reduce the inflammation. Bingo, you reduce the chromosomal abnormalities, which are not in themselves the cause, but they're the side effect of eating a healthy, plant-based, deadly diet, right? The optimal human nutrition for a human, I call it the baby's way: bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting. That's one meal a day at night, right? OMAD at night. Okay. And, Kiltz's ice cream. You gotta, well, it's not in here. It's somewhere, it's in here. It's Kiltz's ice cream. You gotta check it out. Look at from time to time, but no whiskey, wine, or beer, no way. And the other stuff that are all plant toxins, stay away. So, and Kayla Wilkerson, look at the Immune 4 protocol, IVIG and Humira. But number 1, when you are pregnant, one meal at night and go Kiltz's keto carnivore, the baby's way. And if you're having nausea and vomiting early in pregnancy, don't eat. Fasting is lasting, and it's the most amazing story I've ever learned. And the more I learn this stuff, the more amazed I am at it's a simple story. In the beginning, we came out of the trees to eat the plant eaters, not the plants. But 10,000 years ago, the masters, they manipulated us by feeding us grass and grains. And then we got addicted to all of the grass and grains, and you don't want to run away from it now. You want to eat it and consume it, but it's deadly. That's why I say baby's way, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, one meal a day at night, and don't forget the salt, by the way. Again, I'm not a big PGS fan because I just got a call from one of the genetic companies that said, "Oops, we made a mistake. It was a girl, not a boy." And I'm like, "Okay, wait a minute. I thought that the testing wasn't wrong. We were, but I'm finding out that look at." Everyone makes mistakes because we are all humans, the last I learned, and we're all like yelling and blaming, but let's step back, right? And by the way, Dr. Gleicher, thank you. We're all working together over Tara and Dr. Gleicher and Theralogics, and I'm learning that we all grow and learn through the challenges every single day, by the way. Let's see. Faith over infertility. I was told to do esterase 2 times a day with 2.5 of letrozole for transfer after 2 months suppression. That's the medicated, yes. But that's medicated. The natural or modified natural is either no medications, an ovulation predictor kit, or an HCG trigger by monitoring, or you can do like letrozole or Clomid with a trigger or ovulation predictor kit. But medicated is estrase with or without a little letrozole, and then the immune 1, 2, 3, or 4. And in general, if you're on the IVF side, do the immune 3 or 4. If you're intercourse or IUI, you still might look at the immune 3 or 4 protocols, by the way. Let's see. Looking forward to meeting you, Karen. How many weeks into pregnancy do you take intralipids? We have some people doing lipids throughout their pregnancy, every week until 12 weeks, every other week until about 28 weeks, and then monthly to term. But the most important part is the baby's way all the way, right? And I call it the Kiltz's Keto Carnivore concepts. And these are, listen, I didn't invent these, but if you read Dr. Salisbury's story, he gave the Civil War men in the army steak and coffee and eliminated all their toxic gastrointestinal diseases that were killing them due to a plant-based diet. And my theory is, again, we've been master manipulated by the masters who control you know what to tell everyone, eat grass and grains, it's really good for you. And what are they eating? They're eating Wagyu A5 steak, which is mostly fat, right? Because fat makes us fit, and that's the craziness. What would cause progesterone levels to be very low in the first trimester? Well, that's the mystery. We don't understand the why part of it. Again, inflammation. Remember, the plants and the microbes, microorganisms, and the toxins that the plants make are attacking your receptors and your cells that are making the progesterone potentially. And so that's why, again, the plants are the predators and we're the prey. And even the masters are being held hostage by the plants, by the way, which is really crazy, right? We do a lot of the antihistamine for most. Again, does everyone need it? That's not everyone needs it, by the way. And by the way, to everyone that was at the South Florida Fertility Expo, it was really great talking with you and sharing our numbers and our stories. I met so many amazing people. And Laura Scroy, really amazing, great story. Check her stuff out. Let's see. It's Laura Scroy, SGROI, coach, author, and speaker. And I got a chance to meet with Marlene Dorsey, really another great story. But share your stories, by the way. They're so important to share the stories of what you're going through, your hardship, your heartaches, your frustrations, and have faith in God within all of us, by the way. God is within all of us. And I kind of got on the The Secret, and I wrote a book called The Fertile Secret about 15 years ago, something like that, after Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret. And I was just listening to The Secret Revisited, and after also watching, I think it was The Matrix, a new one of The Matrix. And look at, remember, the mind, your mind, all of our minds are the masters of creativity. So never, ever, ever lose that part of it, by the way. I'm not in Sarasota tomorrow, Monica. But something to think about. Erica Smith, I'm always looking for critiquing, and I get yelled at every day. And again, I'm using it a little bit constructively, right? We all just need to stand still and listen to each other. What are the things we humans that have created CNY Fertility, CNY Healing Arts, Mind, Body, Smile, all of our lives and all of this, we're all working together. And we're working in forgiveness and love and better. So again, we all have to do better. And I'm working on Syracuse, Albany, Rochester, Buffalo, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Colorado, all of us working together to do better every single day. Medicated timed intercourse. Yes, we do a lot of timed intercourse with or without monitoring. You can work with your OBGYN. The fertility doctors around the country and around the world are amazing. Practitioners, I should say, whether you're an NPPA, MD, a nurse, an MA, LPN, a front office, back office, or a lab person, we're all working together on this journey, by the way, and every single day. I say, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. What can I do? Whether it's Mohammed, Buddha, Lao Tse, Jesus, Abraham, or Marcus Aurelius. We're all learning together, by the way. Can I do medicated timed intercourse without doing ultrasound? Yes, you don't need the ultrasound, by the way. And you know, we're all working maybe to do some home ultrasounds that we teach you online. You get the device, you do it at home another way, maybe even the monitoring without the blood testing another way, and maybe even adding Oralisa instead of Cetrotide or Ganirelix or Lupron another way. So many different ways to do this. And the more we do this together, the better. And we're learning from what all the OBGYNs, all the fertility specialists, all of us together. By the way, you have access to more fertility knowledge than we had, or at least what I had when I was in medical school residency and fellowship. It's amazing. Monica Penalosa, can an HSG help unblock tubes? Absolutely. And the number way to reduce inflammation and to open up your tubes, check out the Family Building Guide and Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle and Keto Carnivore, 1 meal a day at night. And we're learning together every single day. Treatment of billing purpose and the bill to the insurance to CNY invoice. I don't know those things, but we are required, if you're doing any monitoring for fertility treatment, to code it that way. Otherwise, you'll see me in jail. Maybe I can do my lives from jail. I don't know that. But, let's see. Show support and compassion. And thank you to the sponsors and everyone for the South Fertility Expo. Really great. And so many people out there sharing their stories. Human beings from all over the globe. That is really awesome. The person, I was a user error. They can have it anywhere. Erica. Let's see. Sandy, 9 embryos sent PG, only 2 were normal. Scared to ever get pregnant naturally because many were abnormal and I can't bear another miscarriage. All right. Okay. So Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle changes all of that. But I've seen abnormal embryos become normal babies and normal embryos miscarry. And I've gotten calls from the genetic companies that say, you know what, the testing isn't exact. And so, Sandy, you got to think it differently. I'm telling you, the science is squirrely, right? And, look, I will tell you, do we know what supplements are best for you? We don't. You got to do the research. Now, molecular fertility, Theralogics, Ovaterra, look at these sources, but you've got to do the research and you might find something more affordable for you. You got to look at all the resources. We're here to share ideas, but Might DHEA help? It might. Anywhere between 25 and 75 a day if you have a lower DHEA levels or you have DOR. But again, look at our ovarian bloom, look at fertility, look at Theralogics, look at Ovaterra. Lots of great products out there. But if you have a product that you think is important that we should all share, we're all willing to share these things, by the way. Let's see. My doctor will not transfer them, and I didn't even know. Look at. I'm telling you, the science is not accurate. Even look at. Don't even. You have to be careful about everything we're sharing in these stories. By the way, listen. We're all learning on the journey. Doctors, science is not accurate. That's what I've learned, and I've seen so many normal babies from abnormal embryos. I've seen miscarriages from normal embryos that genetically then were said, oh, it's abnormal. If you biopsy different parts of the embryo, you get different answers, and maybe the embryos correct themselves. And what's the right? Look at, I hate the word diet, and I will never tell anyone to lose weight. And so whatever your size, shape, age, weight, gender, whatever your description, you and I are all the gods and the goddesses, right? And again, forget the gender descriptions. We're all one. We're the human beings of the universe, and we're all the gods. That's it. But this is the way. I know it's crazy. The baby's way: bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting, and you got to check out Kiltz's ice cream. And you don't need to put in the white sugar. You don't even need to put in the vanilla. Just cream and eggs, a little salt. Oh my God, it is awesome and amazing. And I do love chocolate. It's so good. So, that was my nephew, Judah Glant, Will Kiltz, my younger brother Tom's youngest son, and he's out there helping share the stories and helping us work all better together. Again, we're here to work with everyone, whatever the science, the doctors, the nurses, and by the way, we are all the scientists for our own health and wellness. And Fertile Access, the CNY Fertile Access, we're excited to bring that on and share ideas how through, look at just a few people that I met yesterday, right? And you got to check out the stuff that so many people are sharing on these journeys, whoever you are, and share your journey, what you experience, what we can all do better. And so all of us every single day, that's what I'd love to come to these meetings, the fertility expos around the country, around the globe. And let's all pray for healing in Ukraine, in Russia, Syria, around the world, that we're all can heal together. And that's really critical for all of us. Kelly Krantz, good morning. Good morning. Bev, is estradiol cream a bioidentical? It could be bioidentical, by the way. So I don't know which one you're using, but you check out these out and look at adding a little bit of cream or vaginal or oral or shots. I'm not suggesting use these for the rest of your life, but most of these you're using in a short amount of time has some value and benefit, by the way. Let's see. Again, Lizm 918, all of us, human beings discriminate, right? But maybe we want to be more, what's the right word, discerning about whatever we bring, but we have to look better at each and every human being and see the goddesses within all of us, right? And if something's not feeling right, maybe we slowly move into it. We learn about it. What's your story? Where are you coming from? What's your energy? We've been all pre-programmed to run, and we've got to be more embracing. My good friend Paul, my good friend Paul, Dr. Mags, right? Dr. Mags and all of the team in Colorado, we're really excited about all the amazing things. We are working to be better and better and better. My gratitude to embryology, andrology, front and back office, the nursing team members, the OR members at every single location. Hold Me Tight by Dr. Sue Johnson. And, we're all attached to something, aren't we? And what we need to do is, attachment is love. but how can we be better lovers of life, right? And even when this journey is hard and painful, and we want to run away or we want to lash out, how can we all embrace it together as a better team, tribe, gang? And that's what we're learning to do. Let's see. AMH. Let's see. Good morning. I'm Ephes. My first egg retrieval in Colorado. 37 eggs retrieved, but only 8 made it fertilization and matured. IOHS isn't hard to. Okay, I'm not a big protein heavy person on this stuff. Look at OHSS. You might need some IV fluids. You might need some draining. Don't push it too much. My preference is some water. Maybe some Gatorade. Or some mineral water, maybe what you need more than anything. But listen, get checked. Ultrasound, some blood work, I think is real important to get checked in all of this, by the way. And again, we're working with all the fertility clinics around the globe. We're all working together, the genetic testing institutes, all working together. And none of it is perfect. We're human beings. It is not perfect. We certainly would love to be able to create a more perfect process, and we all make mistakes. We're all here standing and accepting the fact that mistakes happen to everyone, and we want to make it better for you, by the way, every single day in every way we can. But if you're having hyperstimulation, then you should get checked, ultrasound, blood work, maybe draining some fluids, but talk to someone on the global team. Our global team is amazing, but we really want to do is we want to build a better tribe with everyone on this fertility journey, wherever you're going to. And again, Florida IVF was there yesterday. IVF1 was there yesterday and there were acupuncturists, hypnotists, chiropractics, nutritional experts, all of us together on this journey. And we're all sharing different stories, but they all fit into the puzzle in order to help the success that we're all seeking in life. Wouldn't you say, right? Let's see. What was the book that Hold Me Tight by Dr. Sue Johnson. We're all working to kind of get a connection together. And that's what I've learned from this journey with everyone. And we're all human beings, and doctors, by the way, and nurses and practitioners and all of us, on all sides, we're all on the journey together. Bev Mueller Hill, yes, carnivore is the optimal human nutritional solution. Gary Fettke was another great person that I got a chance to interview. Excited. And Bella and her team on Steak and Butter Gang and Gal, check her stuff out. Instagram, go to her website, become a member. But there's so many people. Look, again, Ken and Nisha Berry, Anthony Chafee, so many amazing people I'm learning from every single day. Carnivore is the very best for everyone. And when I eliminated plants, oh my God, bowel bleeding, arthritis, psoriasis, kidney stones, migraines, gone. And remember, plants are the predators and we're the prey. They just want to kill us, right? You have to have fun with this, right? Let's see. Taisha, that's all based on ultrasound showed 4 fibroids and 11 millimeter thick lining. I have to have them removed. How long after surgery before I can start treatment? What type of surgery will CNY do? Traditional robotics. I do laparoscopic. I'm the robot. But there are others that use robots. A lot of great laparoscopists and robotics, or just simply open mini lap surgeries. Taisha, they do a lot in removing those. And in my opinion, the cause of fibroids, like the cause of all disease, is a high plant-based, low animal fat diet and eating 3 to 6 grazing meals a day. And if you look at Kiltz's keto and we're adding carnivore, and listen, I don't want to scare everyone away. You don't have to be a carnivore. You may be successful both as a vegan or vegetarian or Mediterranean, but keto is a high fat, and Kiltz's keto, high fat, 1 meal a day at night, rest and digest, and cook the carbs well, and variety and spice is deadly for us. But get rid of those fibroids. To me, fibroids are like a little nidus of inflammation. Like endometriosis, it's not good. We do Asherman's. A lot of great docs out there that do a lot of laparoscopies, hysteroscopies, myomectomies, endometriosis, and Asherman's. And look around. But we at CNY Fertility, I do these things. Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Montalto works in our Albany office, and Dr. Chang. But a lot of great docs around the country. Dr. Ivanov in Philadelphia, Dr. Condrup here in Sarasota, Florida, Dr. Fink in Colorado, and Dr. Walensky also in Colorado does a lot of these. And again, there is always changing, and we're looking for who do you have in your neighborhood that you can recommend. Dr. Sumner's does transabdominal cerclages, fixes the niches, does the C-section scars. We're always looking for your recommendations, and we're really working to put the tribe together on a one place to come in the CNY Fertility Access Center that you can send information, you can gain information. Remember, we're a global family working together. We need to add multiple languages and understand where everyone is coming from in this journey. Carney Martinez and Numeri, good morning. Let's see, Patricia Texiera, good morning. Jay Swami, good morning. Haley Wallace. And if I work to get to everyone, and if I don't, I'm acknowledging everyone there. You notice my ADHD, OCD, and my dyslexia, but I've really cured almost all of that. And certainly depression, anxiety in the past, but since I've gone carnivore, amazing. And I'm working to get Jordan Peterson on this and Michaela Peterson so we can share the stories how carnivore cures everything, right? Getting PRP done with an AMH of 0.68, FSH of 12. Intrauterine, intraovarian PRP. Remember, everything has some risk to it. None of it is perfect. I do recommend if you're doing PRP ovarian, you want to do an antimicrobial plan for at least 2 to 4 weeks. Be more aggressive. I've been using that quite a bit. Husband was diagnosed with testicular cancer, had 1 vial sperm, have endo, DOR, low AMH. Way to maximize my eggs, Jamaica. Well, this is the #1 way to maximize sperm, eggs, embryos, and your Ferrari. Remember, we are the miracle machine. We are the temple. Critical, critical, critical. And the Kilts is, I know one of the book that I haven't been, and I have to talk more about is the Fertile Feast. And look, I do talk about plants, a little bit in some of these. But for the top of the line, check out the Family Building Guide. You can get paper copies on Amazon, and our new Fertile Feast cookbook you can get digitally online. And we're getting the paper copies, but they're running on a slow boat in order to keep the price down as low as possible. But I do definitely recommend that if you have only 1 vial of the sperm and that's it, you might either scrape it or thaw it and refreeze it. And you tell the teams you can refreeze it in multiple small amounts. I think that works really nice. Silvana, yes. Look at morphology damages caused by a high plant-based, healthy lifestyle diet, which is deadly for sperm, eggs, embryos, and every nook and cranny of our body. This, I will bet $1 billion, this is the way. Again, I'm learning from so many that talk about keto and carnivore and these ways, but 1 meal a day, at night, 1 meal a day at night, and it's carnivore is the top of the line. Keto, listen, keto is great for everyone. Keto means high fat, low to no carbs, and protein is always about 20%. High protein diets are not good for us, by the way. Omnitrope for priming with eggs, yes. Human growth, Cerevital, Somaderm, human growth hormone, yes. I think it's helpful for women And it may even be helpful for men in improving their sperm and morphology. This is where Kiltz's keto lifestyle and carnivore, 1 meal a day, acupuncture, massage. And remember, everything is in the brain. The brain is the creator of all reality out there. And the wonder is our ability to identify, right, and create through the stories of the brain. Check out Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret Revised, I think it is. But check out Kiltz's keto or I think I remember, get this stuff right, is the Fertile Secret, and I'm redoing that one also. But I think PRP, intra-ovarian is good, intrauterine is good, for sure. Intuitive living, Maya on love, and I was doing my dance on the Katie Foundation's Instagram. And listen, you have to dance and sing in life. And even with troubles, remember, dead people have no troubles, and troubles are natural. And I'm really excited that I got a chance to talk with Dr. Gleicher, really, really amazing, and sharing thoughts and ideas of health and wellness and the science that maybe DHEA is helpful. And so many connections. We've been working with Theralogics, with Ovaterra, but whoever you're working with, let's all work together. And I'm working to be better and learn from everyone. That is really important for all of us. How is your muscle mass with keto carnivore? Okay, look at your muscle mass is perfect. You don't have a problem with your muscle mass. If you want to work out and gain muscle mass, well, okay, go do it. But ultimately, carnivore is the key. And I occasionally I'll get in my gym and I'll weight lift a little bit. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sore. And I get on my bike, and mostly I love to get on my bike in Florida. I stay away from the cars and just light, easy bike riding with Miss Tia or by myself. And I love listening to your stories. And we all have to be listening to the stories. We're listening to stories that are of love and faith and kindness and generosity and forgiveness. And as we all learn to forgive, we in science and medicine, it's imperfect because we humans are imperfect, and we're all working to maximize. 7 Maxine, how you doing? Sunflower and Lace, good morning. Olivia, and my entire embryology teams, they are working very, very hard at working with these little teeny tiny eggs and sperm and making embryos and then biopsying them and putting them in the right places and never tipping a dish over, or these are not easy things. And they're doing an amazing job, and they lose sleep over any mistakes that ever happen. And we're all doing our very best, by the way. Kim Trice, let's see, what is the ultimate time to start getting ready for transfer after having a hysteroscopy, laparoscopy? The next cycle works quite nicely. If you've had a myomectomy, I generally recommend waiting at least 3 months. Some people think 6 months. But when's the best time to get ready for your transfer? Start right now. Look at Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, the Family Building Guide. You can download for free on drkiltz.com or CNYfertility.com. And we're working on our CNY Healing Arts to put out its own health and wellness magazine, to bring all of our practitioners together of acupuncture, massage, meditation, light therapy, prayer, herbal medicines, so many things that you are bringing to the table and teaching all of us. Remember, Western medicine kind of is a little imperfect. I know that, right? Let's see, how long after removal? Scar tissue removal, you can go pretty quickly, by the way. And when you look at these numbers and you think, oh, this will never work. I think I got to pull this out right. And Laura, you got to check out her story. Her AMH was less than 0.03. And, look at the numbers don't say it won't work, right? It's now we're getting these numbers and we're thinking, oh, it'll never happen, right? Come on. A little bit more faith every day. The A-zone practitioner. A-zone practitioner. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look that up, Megan. Maybe you could send me some information at rkiltz at cnyfertility.com so I can learn more about that. But last I learned, I think we're all in the A zone of life, right? All of us, by the way. Let's see. I missed my period and at 47 years young. Let's see. Do I have to worry about perimenopause? Okay. You guys want to worry, you can worry all you want. But really what you want to do is spend your time imagining the thing you wish as if it is, and it will be that, because number one is faith, right? Whether you're Buddhist, Muslim, Jewish, the Tao Te Ching, Hindu, whatever your belief in the highest power of the universe, right, is God within all things, right? That's the wonder of life, right? My missing quadrant, Leash Marie. Let's see, Charmaine Broom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The book you just showed, we're talking about AMH. In Our 30s, Laura Scroy, SGROI, and really great stories. And she has, again, I'm going to be doing a live with her eventually. I'm excited about all of this. And I also got a chance to meet Marlene. Listen, your stories are all critical to all of this, right? The 90-day fiance went to Ukraine and picked up their body, their babies, their baby, and look at, and this world is wondrous, right? In ways that we don't understand, and we're all sharing thoughts and ideas. And how we can better bring about love and kindness and acceptance all around the globe, right? No matter what's going on. Silvana, 46, D40, Monica. I'm young. And are there 46-year-old young women who have babies? Yes. Whether you are having it naturally with IUI, IVF, or you're looking at donor eggs, donor embryos, adoption, or whatever it is, or you're caring for the village and the family that we're all part of, right? I talk a lot, don't I? And I was able to talk to so many people yesterday at the South Florida Fertility Expo. Really, really, really grateful to everyone. Stephen Gundry, the Plant Paradox. You got to check his stuff out. And again, Kevin Stock has got so much stuff out there on all this carnivore, keto, and all of these things. But there are plenty of good stories on vegan and vegetarians and Mediterraneans and paleotarians and pescatarians. Find something that fits and feels right for you. But if it's not working, you got to look around and look at all these opposite ideas, by the way. Why do we need to take PIO shots and progesterone for FETs? Suki V, you don't need to, but we have found that the progesterone oil seems to do better for some people over others. So be open to, hey, if that's not working, let's try this other thing also, by the way. Amy, 33, 5 pregnancies naturally, but miscarried each time. We get to that. Select sent one of pregnancies off to be tested, came back normal. Well, of course, listen, the miscarriages are caused by the wrong human nutritional solution. This is the nutritional solution we all want to be sharing. And again, look at Chafee, Barry, Cho, look at so many out there that are sharing these stories. Bella, Steak and Butter Gal. But again, to me, fasting is lasting, 1 meal a day, even when you're pregnant. And carnivore keto is key, in my opinion. And if you're having nausea and vomiting, don't eat. Water and fasting and fasting and fasting. And we get fat to fuel our fertility. And if you're not fat in a famine, you're dead. And these ideas that fat is the cause of our diseases, it's not. Fat is not toxic that you carry. It's the toxic stuff is what you carry in your bowels, which is mostly plant-based carbs and poisons that plants make to kill us, by the way. Let's see. What protocol would you recommend? 37, Erica Miller, 0.73, already do keto. I do a lot of mini dose protocols. 10, 220, letrozole 10, 200 of gonal or follistim, 20 of HCG, or 150 of gonal menopur and 75 of gonal follistim 150 and 75 of menopur with some human growth as another great, and carnivore keto 1 meal a day or keto 1 meal a day. Again, keto is a high fat, not a high protein, not a low carb. It's a high fat diet. Done. That is it. What are the appropriate levels for HCG early pregnancy? They are all over the place. So you generally want to see HCG levels go up every 2 days, about 1.5, about. They're not exact. There's going to be some variability, but stay on your meds, keep following things, get an ultrasound. Usually by 6 weeks, we should see a sac. By 7 weeks, we should see a heartbeat. Quite often you see a sac by 5 weeks and you see a heartbeat by 6. But if you're not seeing it by 7 or 8 weeks, it's not a good sign. But, we're always here to watch and wait and listen and learn. We're always working to make sure, hey, you don't get a complication. But, we can't prevent everything, but we're doing our very best. Does it matter what cycle day for hysteroscopy? If on our list, I don't think it matters, by the way. And if you're coming for an HCG and you know you're not pregnant, you don't need a pregnancy test. Tell the team, I'm not pregnant. I'll sign a waiver. Give me the darn test, right? Let's get things moving forward. And enough of all this testing that quite often is so stressful in and of itself. Oh my gosh. I need to slow down. I need to cool down. Breath and smile infinite times a day, right? I say 1 meal a day. That's the most important part. Shady baby, what age can I begin IVF? 18, 16, depends where you're at. You're married, or not married. This is we'll collect eggs and, for people at younger ages, depending what they're going through. So I think that's important. I just received ovarian bloom. Should I also take additional CoQ10? You shouldn't. The molecular fertility supplements, the ovarian bloom, you should be set with those. You could take a little bit, 200 to 400, but you shouldn't need it. And most of these extra supplements are going to just wash out. But if you're on carnivore keto, 1 meal a day, and don't forget, eat liver, live longer, and fat is fertile, and you have to eat the fat to reduce the inflammation in the bowels, which will protect the glycobiome, the glycocalyx, which is the Teflon shield to protect and prevent the microbiome from getting into the inside of you and I, by the way. True diagnosis of PCOS, okay, either improving egg quality, must you take an inositol at the same time, XXNN2XX. You don't need to. A little bit of metformin, 500 to 750 without PCOS metabolic syndrome. If you're on a standard diet, you've got pre-diabetes or diabetes, in my opinion. And so I think it's real important. To me, this is the game changer, right? And if you look at Dr. Berry's great book on the lies that, we doctors have all learned through medical school and all this stuff, you'll learn that most of what we have been taught about food science is a lie, right? And Nina Tochin and Gary Taubes, read all these books. Amazing, amazing stories. But this is the game changer. And my bet is I don't love metformin, inositol, or vasitol, Theralogics. I think are helpful. DHEA may be helpful for the DORs, 25 to 75, but check your DHEA levels. If it's elevated, you might not need it, but no one really knows these things. We're adding so many supplements to people, whether or not they're on they're on them or not. No one really knows what right level, right? My sense is we're doing all this testing in the wrong dietary environment, right? 3.5 million years ago to at least 10,000 years ago, we were mostly carnivores. We were hunters, right? We didn't get down on all fours and eat the grass. We ate the grass eaters. And that's who and what we are. But for whatever reason, you choose what you want to put in your mind and your mouth. This stuff that I'm sharing is really a game changer. Keto bowel movements are much less. I have a bowel movement, like I'm sure you really want to know, once or twice a week, like almost no toilet paper, no more bleeding, no more pain, no more difficulty. It's the most game-changing thing you'll ever know. But I'm telling you, carnivore keto, the baby's way, is amazing. But remember, when you eat mostly bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, and salt, there's no fiber. Fiber is deadly. So you're not putting all this shit that ferments and makes alcohol in your colon and causes colon cancer and then spreads the toxins everywhere. My belief is that vegetables cause cancer. Fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts are deadly for us, and anything made from them is deadly. And I think this is crazy. Keto carnivore, one meal a day, and if you choose to eat the carbohydrates, cook them well, add the fat, and reduce the fiber, eliminate the fiber, which is deadly for us, by the way. 2,000 metformin a day. I don't have PCOS, but I have DOR. DOR, again, PCOS metabolic syndrome, which is basically pre-diabetes. I like the 500 to 750 extended release. I don't like the higher doses. And, look at this is what you do. If you go Kiltz's keto and the carnivore keto is kick ass, amazing. And the bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting. I call it intermittently feasting because you want to, and if you look at Steak and Butter Gal, Coach Raymond, by the way, and all of the coaches on Bella's Steak and Butter Gal are awesome and amazing. Join the gang. They have these great Zoom meetings and a great village and tribe. I need a village and tribe. I'm learning so much that fasting is lasting and one feasting meal a day. Now, if you want to go 2, 3, or 4 days of fasting, all power to you. But I do one meal at night. I drink coffee or tea, mostly water. And you can do the bubbly stuff, but it does give you a little gas, by the way. It's not smelly. And I'm telling you, no one wants to talk about, poop and farts and burps and all that stuff. But we're all suffering because we're bloated due to fermentation of mush and mash, which is all plant-based. And they tell us, right, the beyond and impossible you-know-whats are telling us, eat the plants. But they're eating the Wagyu A5, right, for the masters. Crazy stories, I know. Let's see. We're almost here. Sperm liquefaction, a concern if the semen analysis said it looked longer and liquefied than ideal. I think that's okay. You can do, guys, the Mucinex for guys and gals and all of us, maybe. And listen, when I talk about these ideas that I've learned from you, right? I've learned so much. Low dose naltrexone, keto carnivore, fasting is feasting, right? This is it. And Kiltz's Essentials, right? The Fertile Feast and the Fertile Secret. We have a lot more coming out, but share the books that you're reading or you're listening to, or the people that you're watching on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. But share your story. The beauty of the universe today is we're citizen fertility experts, right? This is a citizen world where you have access to all the knowledge and information like this, right? And you don't have to pay to go to the university and get access, although I guess you have to have internet access of some way, or you have to pay for a device, but some people know how to do it a little bit better. Zymot, you guys can ask for Zymot. If the sperm is motile, you can get a Zymot. We added charge for that, but you can't typically use it for the biopsy PESA samples, unfortunately. Too small a volume, to my knowledge. Pam from iGenomics, if you want to do Alice and Emma and Alice and the iGenomics ERP from Cooper, you could do these testing. Endometrial biopsy for both inflammation, Receptiva DX for endometriosis. Then the question is, okay, what are you going to do now? You change the timing of a transfer for frozen, or you add the antihistamine, antimicrobial, or the anti-endo protocol, or you seek out a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, and clean things out. Those are the things that I recommend. PCOS protocol, level 2 protocol, didn't grow past 10 millimeters. I've been taking all the supplements for 6 months. What's your suggestion? Marcy Renee Archie. Um, uh, this is to me. Look at both of these. Look at Kiltz's Keto and the Family Building Guide from CNY Fertility, and use these things wherever you're going, whatever your doctors. Hey, ask them about these things. I've learned from Dr. Braverman, Dr. Vidali, Dr. Alan Beer. I've learned from so many people out there on how inflammation is the cause of all disease. And, sometimes you have to go longer on your medications, by the way, or you have to give your ovaries a break for a week and then get restarted. Again, we're like, oh, it's not working right. Well, take a break, restart in a week, or look at it in a week. You might see, hey, follicles are growing. And remember, faith always first. Fertile, fatty foods, which are keto carnivore, 1 meal a day at night. If you want a snack, for me, it's always the baby's way. Something from the bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. And I'm not a yogurt fan. I know we just wrote a little post about yogurt. I'm not a yogurt fan. I'm a ice cream fan. So sour cream and a little bit of white sugar from time to time, I'm okay with that. Low-dose naltrexone, Jessica, I say stay on it for your pregnancy. Phil Boyle from Ireland's been writing about LDN and natural fertility forever. Anywhere between 1.5 and 4 milligrams a day. And when you're pregnant, by the way, Kiltz's Keto Carnivore 1 meal a day is critical. We're telling people to eat a ton of plants, fruits, and fiber, and 3 meals a day. It's deadly. Don't do it. This is the way. I say fasting is lasting. And Dr. Fetke, Gary Fetke, check out his stuff. Talked about fasting in pregnancy. And my bet is nausea and vomiting is saying, don't put those toxic plants in this body because you're going to kill my baby. Let's see. Yasmin, stop stims on day 12, backed on stims meds, day 15, to see if I can get them start growing again. Definitely believe it was due to going back to eating veggies at meal times, and they stopped developing soon after. Again, I know it's crazy. The birth control pill, by the way, is made from plants. And look at you and I, we've all been duped by the masters who are dictating and all. We become the masses. The meek masses listen to the masters telling us to eat plants, right? Impossible and beyond. Why do you want to eat a fake burger? Because your body wants a burger, because burgers are the best, right? And you can take fatty meat. Now, 80-20, I say 50-50 is the very best. And add an egg and slowly, but you got to eat the fat. You don't cook the bacon and then pour out the fat. You want to eat the fat. That's where it's at. And why do we get fat bellies and fat butts? Because that's the fuel for your baby. And so this idea that you should be skinny is stupid. We are built to be fat. The problem is we're getting fatter and more damage and cancers and infertility because we're shoving all the vegetables into our body and we're damaging everything, including our eggs and sperm and uteruses and our brains and our bowels and our bones. And in my opinion, vegetables cause cancer. This is the way, the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting, and fat is where it's at. No man wants skinny. And listen, women, we look at our bodies and we want to see fat, not skinny. It's deadly. This idea that everyone should have a low BMI and you should cut yourself open to stop eating is stupid. Let's see. Travel in Harmony. You can't. Can you guys not? This Instagram. Are you guys hearing me on Instagram? Sometimes I have to turn it off. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sign off anyway. I will see you guys next week. We love to take pictures, Instagram, maybe do some WhatsApp, YouTube, and all those sort of things. We're all sharing together. I love everyone. Thank you for teaching me and that we all at the CNY Fertility family can do and be better. And we're here for you. Jasmine, Jesse, let's see, do I request on, yeah, tell the team, hey, I want to do level 3 or level 4 protocol. I want to do mini protocol. And they don't need to get a practitioner. They have all the access to the knowledge we're sharing with everyone, by the way. Thanks for Angela. I do pottery painting, and I learned to fly an airplane, and I'm a pilot, but I'm learning. We're all on the journey learning together, right? And if you have some ideas how we can do it better, please help us. My intention, affordability, access, quality, and acceptance of everyone. And all of our team members, number one is whatever you're telling us, we must listen to you. That is critical for all of us. We may not agree with you, but it's your body, not ours. And we need to go over the risk, benefits, alternatives, and all these things. But affordability, access, quality, and honesty is what I'm working on every single day. God bless to everyone. Thanks for joining. See you each and every day. And thank you to Dr. Corley Lutheringer, Faruqi, Ditkoff, Grossman, Newhauser, Montalto, D'Souza, Chang, all my practitioners everywhere, K2, Verdialis. I'm missing people, Dr. Ivanov, but we want to work with you. But you can get the information, just, download these things for free on my websites, but share your thoughts and ideas. And much love to everyone. I am going to go spend some time with Miss Tia and spend some time and listening, learning every day, because we're all on the amazing, amazing journey of life. God bless to everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.